Welcome back. Good evening. You're watching Blueprint Explosive Exclusive and I'm Swati Joshi. In a mega display of India's naval might and the Atmanirbhar Defence Mission, Prime Minister Modi commissioned INS Vikrant, India's first home-built aircraft carrier, in a grand ceremony at Kochi shipyard. The 45,000-ton warship has been built at a cost of 20,000 crore rupees.
विक्रांत विशाल है, विराट है, विहंगम है। विक्रांत विशिष्ट है, विक्रांत विशेष भी है। विक्रांत केवल एक युद्धपोत नहीं है, ये 21वीं सदी के भारत के परिश्रम, प्रतिभा, प्रभाव और प्रतिबद्धता का प्रमाण है।
With the commissioning of Vikrant, India joined a select group of nations having the niche capability to indigenously design and build an aircraft carrier. The carrier is equipped with state-of-the-art features. 262 meters long and 62 meters wide, INS Vikrant is the largest warship to be built in India. It can have 30 aircraft on board, including MiG-29K fighter jets and helicopters. The warship can also accommodate a crew of nearly 1,600.
स्वतंत्रता दिवस पर मैंने लाल किले से पंच प्राण का आह्वान किया और हमारे हरि जी ने भी इसका उल्लेख किया। इन पंच प्राणों में पहला प्राण है विकसित भारत का बड़ा संकल्प, दूसरा प्राण है गुलामी की मानसिकता का संपूर्ण त्याग, तीसरा प्राण है अपनी विरासत पर गर्व, चौथा और पांचवा प्राण है देश की एकता, एकजुटता और नागरिक कर्तव्य। आईएनएस विक्रांत के निर्माण और इसकी यात्रा में हम इन सभी पंच प्राणों की ऊर्जा को देख सकते हैं।
Well, we're now joined by Major General GD Bakshi. Let's go across to him. Your initial reaction, first reaction to this achievement and what INS really brings along.
Look, optimally, India needs 3 aircraft carriers. We had the Vikramaditya earlier, which was modified for us by the Russians from an old Russian aircraft carrier design. It had its teething problems. This one has been designed. The Design Bureau started work on it in 1999, and today, after 4 sea trials, it is entering the Navy in a very proud manner. 37,500 tons displacement. It is a stow-bar carrier. That means it, it's a takeoff with arrested wires, which sort of help the aircraft to operate from here. It's got 26 MiG-29s on board. It has got the advanced light helicopters, the Kama 4 helicopters and the new American MH-60 helicopters, 4 of them, for anti-submarine warfare and early warning roles, SAR, etc. It is a very powerful platform. Now we have one carrier for each of our seaboards. Western seaboard, eastern seaboard. Like I said, we need optimally a 3rd carrier so that when one of them is on dry dock or rest and refit or maintenance, we have 2 carriers on station at all times. So this is a very significant development in the field of Atmanirbharta. There are just about 7 countries in the world that can make aircraft carriers, and India has just joined that select league. This is a very powerful platform, and like I said, this will really add to the power of the Indian Navy and the reach of the Indian Navy. 7,500 nautical miles it can go without any refueling, etc. And the simple fact is that the Indian Navy is now building and not buying a navy. Our threats on the high seas are increasing very, very dramatically. You know, the Chinese Navy today at 380 ships is the largest navy in the world. It has overtaken the United States in the number of ships. It has now got 2 aircraft carriers. It's working on the 3rd, and it plans to have 5 or 6. So the threat is there for us, made out absolutely cut and dried. We have to respond, and I think we will have to enhance our defense budget, seeing what is happening in Ukraine, seeing what is happening in Taiwan. There is simply no getting away from this. This is not an era in which we can pinch pennies. We will pinch pennies only at our own peril. The nations the world over are enhancing their defense budget, and we will have to keep pace with the profile of threats.
Well, Major General GD Bakshi, please also throw more light on the special features that one should know about INS Vikrant.
Look, the message it gives out is very simple. Don't mess with us. In terms of geostrategy and geography, you know, the peninsular India juts out into the Indian Ocean like an unsinkable aircraft carrier, right? Our very situation astride the primary sea lanes of supply, the SLOCs as they are called, sea lanes of lines of communication, on which the entire oil of China, the bulk of it that comes from the Middle East, goes just south below the 10-degree channel, passes through the choke point of the Straits of Malacca, Sunda and the Lombok Straits, and then it goes up north towards China. So India sits astride the sea lanes of the Chinese. Their entire ocean-based commerce, their bulk of their energy trade passes just below the Indian peninsula. As such, as however many be the number of ships they may have, as Colonel Kinney pointed out, I'm saying that we are in a position to choke their energy supplies in any conflict. We are in a position to choke the choke points at the Malacca and constrict any passage for Chinese ships. The Chinese know this, and that is why they are trying to enhance their number of aircraft carriers. They are trying to build bypasses to the Malacca Straits. They are trying to build storage facilities that in case their oil is cut, oil supply is cut, they can have strategic reserves.
Well, Major General GD Bakshi, thank you very much for joining us on the broadcast with your perspectives and great insight. There's politics also erupting after Prime Minister Narendra Modi commissioned indigenous aircraft carrier INS Vikrant. The Congress has hit out at Modi government and said that India's first indigenous aircraft carrier INS Vikrant commissioned today is a collective effort of all governments since 1999.
इंडियन नेवी के डिजाइनर जो हैं, इंडियन नेवी के इंजीनियर हैं, इंडियन नेवी के अफसर हैं, कोचिन शिपयार्ड में जो लोग काम करते हैं, 20-22 साल लगे हैं डिजाइन करने में, मैन्युफैक्चर करने में, ट्रायल करने में. तो ये सब अगर आप आईएनएस विक्रांत का मील पत्थर देखें, ये 1999 में शुरू होता है और कमीशन आज हुआ है. आज के प्रधानमंत्री तो फोटो लेंगे, बड़े बड़े भाषण देंगे और कहेंगे मैं आया 2014 में ये सब शुरुआत हुई. ये बिल्कुल गलत है, बेबुनियाद है. देखिए, हमारे प्रधानमंत्री के एक गुण है, वो सब काम के लिए वो श्रेय खुद लेना चाहते हैं.
I have congratulated the Navy and the Cochin shipyard for making this commissioning of Vikrant a reality, and credit should go to them. But at the same time, I am very much surprised and saddened that the Prime Minister of our country and his government is not willing to sanction a third aircraft carrier, which is very much needed for our country. This clearly shows that the economy, Indian economy, has been destroyed under the stewardship of our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi.
INS विक्रांत तो प्रतीक है कि हमारे सामरिक समृद्धि का, ताकत का. और प्रधानमंत्री जी को जरूर पता होगा कि 2009, 11 और 2013 उनके आने से पूर्व 3 महत्वपूर्ण माइलस्टोन्स, अगर अपने भाषण में उसका भी जिक्र करते तो एक बृहद संदेश जाता कि सामरिक मामलों में कम से कम हम एक दायरे से ऊपर उठ करके एक्नॉलेज कर रहे हैं कि 2009 में क्या हुआ, 11 में क्या हुआ, 13 में क्या हुआ, वो महत्वपूर्ण है.
It's a great step forwards in the Indian defense landscape that INS Vikrant, the most modern naval ship, is getting commissioned today. The whole country is proud, but to tie up India's defense mechanism and defense strategy with that of countries like US, Australia, Japan may not be very favorable for Indian defense.
All right, a quick break on the broadcast. With that, news and updates will continue.